Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we are about to check out of this hotel room and head even deeper into Hainan. But let me show you guys a funny thing about this hotel room. Before I actually check out, the towels are disposable. Like paper towels, like a really thick paper towel. I've never seen disposable towels like that before. Okay, bye-bye beautiful mountains, bye-bye beautiful rainforests. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
欢迎你再来啊！
好的，好的。哎，拜拜，小朋友。Bye bye, beautiful mountains. We are on to our next spot. Ugh. 太感谢了。不谢不谢。Bye bye 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 bye. Okay, yeah. So we are here in Wuzhishan. We just kind of got dumped in this, not really random, but like, so yeah, just kind of asked them just to dump me in the city center and I'll figure out my hotel and just kind of explore this little city with you all. And here we have a cute little doggy chilling. Hey, little doggy. 这是你的狗狗吗? Oh. Very cute. I guess he's kind of chilling in front of this electrical construction store. I don't know. All right, and here we have, this perhaps could be the biggest building in this little town, but yeah, in the distance we have the mountains back there if you can see. And then yeah, here we have a supermarket, coffee store over there, a convenience store, a couple little restaurants. So yeah, this is probably the busiest this city gets right here. But guys, I am so hot. Well, not that hot, but it's like almost 30 degrees Celsius here. It's like 28 right now. But people really, yeah, it's just quite warm here in China, even when the sun's out and beating. Dang, how is this guy not hot? Sweatshirt and sweatpants? All right, I'm actually gonna check into my hotel first. I haven't really found one yet, so I'll find one real quick, check in there, drop my bag off. Then yeah, we're gonna come out here and explore this little town a bit more. This is interesting. Are they drying some type of fruit peel or something, or dehydrating something? I don't know. We have this food kind of laying out here in the sun, drying next to the road here, next to all these shops. All right, we have found my hotel. All right, guys, this is my room. This room was, I think, $11 for the night. Let's check out what kind of view we have over here. Oh, that's interesting. It looks down on this courtyard right here. Even though we're on the 6th floor. Yeah, so even though we're on the 6th floor right now, I guess it kind of has like an intermediary bridge type area that lady's like hanging her clothes on. All right, and then let me show you guys the bathroom as well. This is a squat toilet. Yeah, this is actually the first hotel I've ever stayed in that has a squat toilet. And this is the shower. It's the shower head right there. All right, and here's the view outside of the front door of our hotel room. Very pretty here. You got the mountains in the background per usual. All right, yeah, just checked into the hotel. We are out here. Let's kind of check out what this small village has. Okay, oddly enough, we have an entire store just dedicated to doors. This is literally just a door store. Okay. Then here we have basically a convenience store. This is a curtain store. I think, curtain store. Yeah, I'm always shocked at like the specificness of some stores here in China. Like we have a whole store dedicated to curtain and curtain rods, and a whole nother store dedicated to doors. Like usually that would just be kind of put together as like a home improvement store in America. So yeah, I don't know how they stay busy selling such a specific like item. So actually, just out of curiosity, I just searched if there was a McDonald's or any other like fast food in this town. None. So that means we are really out here kind of in the boonies. And that's exactly what I'm here for, so I love this.
喝一杯了。
喝一杯什么？这是酒吗？
对对对。
那我尝一口。这是你自己做的吗？
哎，对，自己做的。啊。我们农村自己酿的。
干杯。
能不能
哦。
像葡萄酒吗？不 OK。
一般般的。Actually, 好喝。Okay, that's also indicative as to how far you are off of like a big city. Is how many people kind of invite you over and they're kind of yelling at you like, oh, foreigner. See, I was just walking by and those guys were like, hello, hello, foreigner. And I walked over to them and said, what's up? And then he offered me a drink. But yeah, I thought they were just drinking water, but no, he had like vodka, or not vodka, I don't know, some type of like home brewed alcohol in those water bottles. So yeah, those guys are just, everybody's looking at me right now. But yeah, but those guys are just casually drinking like alcohol out of like plastic water bottles at like 3 p.m. It kind of had just like a vodka like flavor, but a little more weak. So yeah, probably like 20 to 30% like stuff that you would just kind of shoot. Yeah, not bad. It was a slight sweet aftertaste. Oh, this is what I mean. Okay, remember in the last video I mentioned that like these Lanzhou beef noodle shops are always so clean. It's always good, like fresh food. Like look at this place. It's so well presented and like homemade and whatnot. And they always have like handmade noodles. So I don't know what the explanation is as to why Lanzhou noodle shops are always so good and like professionally presenting. But every time I've never seen like a rundown or like dirty Lanzhou noodle shop. They always like hit the spot. Guys, this is like the third curtain shop I've seen. How many curtain shops, specific curtain shops do you need in like a 1 block radius? This is crazy. Ooh, and I am passing by a bunch of barber shops right now. I think I am gonna get a haircut because I kind of detest this haircut. It's not that bad, but I really don't like this haircut that some IE gave me like 2 weeks ago. 哎，你好，你好，回来了。这个上是平头，包括洗吗？可以洗吗？
洗跟这个40块哦。
40吗？好，可以。Alright guys, found my shop. 40 RMB for a buzz cut and a wash. Finally. Okay, continuing on with this video. Yeah, I did just get a haircut. I'll be making a separate video on me getting this haircut. I don't think it turned out the best, to be honest. I think he kind of messed up my hairline, but you guys can be the judge of that. But yeah, I'll make a separate video of me just getting that haircut. For now, let's continue on exploring this little small village. I don't know, should I call this a village or a town? Because it's like infinitely smaller than most big cities in China, but it's not like a small village. So I don't know what I should be calling this place. Oh, 这是煎饼锅子吗？对，煎饼锅子。Hey, little go-go. Oh, this is a cute dog. 这是你的狗狗吗？对。它会英语吗？不会，它汉语也不会，别说英语。Hey, little doggy. Oh, okay, fine. 那一份多少钱？没有了。Oh, 没有了吗？ Okay, yeah, so unfortunately they're all sold out of the jianbing guozi. So yeah, let's keep on kind of roaming these streets and see what other food we can find. Alright, so we have a dedicated paint store right here. And then, oh, this is interesting. We have a bird store. Are birds that in high demand in China? We got a bunch of birds chilling there. Hey, 你好. So this is, I guess, a complete pet store. We have turtles right here. We have birds. Yes, to those that don't know, turtles are actually really popular pets here in China. I don't know why, but a lot of my friends have turtles and I see them a lot when I go to people's houses for the first time. So this is China's dedicated kind of small pet store scenes. Bye-bye, little birdies. Oh, coming over here too, we have rabbits as well. And hamsters, I think? Okay. These are some bigger ones. Oh, and we got a little, is this a chihuahua? Oh, and then also here, we have a bunch of rabbits, a lot more, and then a little kitty. Meow, 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 meow. And I always feel bad for like animals in cages, especially these guys. We got like 20 of them in a cage. Okay, yeah, so that's the pet store, paint store. This is a electronics repair center right here. 你是修理什么东西啊？电磁炉。Oh, wow. So even an appliance as small as this, I guess they're opting to fix this instead of just tossing it. 这个好难修理吗？还可以。好，谢谢，祝你成功啊。And as messed up as my hairline is, I love having short hair. Long hair is such a pain, and I just love, I don't know, it's so freeing and just kind of refreshing just being able to rub your head like this. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen an elevator like this. So the elevator is like detached and it goes up there. And then every time the elevator stops, you walk across this little like platform to get to the actual main building. Have you guys ever seen an elevator like this before? Perhaps it was like built after the fact, like this was the main kind of older building and then they built this elevator to like bring it up to modern standards so it's more accessible for people. That's my best guess because the construction on this elevator shaft seems a lot newer than the main building. That's actually like an interesting concept, to like retrofit an older building with an elevator to kind of make it more accessible for people. I've never really thought about that and I've never seen that in my life before. All right, and then coming further down here, we have another, looks like an older kind of apartment building with a bunch of people hanging their clothes out here. And I always wonder what it would be like inside one of these apartments. I mean, it doesn't really look the best on the outside, but I'm sure they're living fine on the inside. So yeah, one day I'm sure I'll kind of venture into one of these and kind of share with you guys what it's like. I wonder what's going on down here. Is this a staircase up? But we have this like really short entrance. Let's kind of head in here to see what this is. I hope this isn't somebody's house. Ah, you know what? I know exactly what this is. This is the storage area for the people that sweep the streets. And I guess you can go up there if you want. Oh, this is cool. I think this is like a sports like stadium field. You have different like sports disciplines set up here. Tug of war. Okay. Is that a crossbow? Yeah, we got a lady wielding a crossbow, I think. Reverse tug of war, like between the legs. I've never seen this sport before. And then I don't know what this is either. Well, let's head into this little sports stadium to see what kind of setup they have down here. Whoa, they got a fight club here. Shengli Fight Club. Oh, they have several fight clubs. This is Lu Xiangming Fight Club. Okay, so several fight clubs competing perhaps? I don't know. Ah, very cool. So yeah, we got a basketball court and then a bunch of stadiums. Oh, this is very cool. If you live in this apartment, you get kind of like a free show to all the events going on down here. Get these kids playing basketball. Okay, anyway, I just got a quick game of those little kids, super nice. So yeah, I guess this is what it's like in like an average sports stadium, you could say. Hello, hello. There you go. All right, 我走吧，bye bye. Okay, so in this city, we do have kind of Chinese fast food brands, or I guess Chinese like franchise chains, like this Chabai Dao, like that's a very popular chain, as well as this ice cream chain. So yeah, we definitely do have some like native Chinese chains and like famous restaurants like that, but just no Western brands here like McDonald's or KFC or Burger King. Whoa, guys, this is another kind of field I just happened upon. This is even prettier, because if you guys look in the distance, you've got it kind of the mountains overlooking this beautiful field. And I wonder if this is a school? It must be. I'm guessing this is school. It's got a globe right there if you guys can see that. And then, 你好，这是学校吗？
是的。
啊，几年级啊？
小学。
哦，小学的。
1到6年级。
这儿有外教吗？
有的。
有的？是哪个国家的？
我不知道怎么个说法。就是外教他不来这嘛，他都是网上教学。
哦，是网上的。哦，好，谢谢。
你是做外教的吗？
对，我就在天津当外教。哦。当时我就是在海南旅游啊。
哦。那2位就是英语老师，可以问一下他们。
啊，好，谢谢。All right, so that lady just put her friends on the spot here. She said that these two are English teachers. 我听说你们俩是英语老师，是不是啊？他说你们俩是英语老师。Oh man, they were a little shy, but yeah, so apparently they're English teachers, but they couldn't speak any English. So they were like, a little. That's funny, her friend put them on blast and they could not really speak any English. Okay, exiting this sports field, very pretty. Wish I went to school here. Okay, here we have another large entrance. I think, yeah, this is also for a school. 这是大学吗？
知道。
大学, oh. But that's actually shocking, because this is, again, a very small city. I'll put the population right here. But a city this small has like its own university. So yeah, even though the city's small, we have a lot of like independent stores selling stuff and its own university. So it's kind of shocking how it developed and the breadth of stores there are here, yet so little people. Anyway, enough about that. Here we have another intersection, but you can see once again, no stoplights, no walk signs. You just kind of walk. I don't know, it's just kind of refreshing being in China, but not having to deal with all of the stoplights and the barriers and all of the people. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying this smaller city. Hey, and we've got a Land Rover. Love Land Rovers. Though not exactly this specific model, but yeah, I always get excited when I see Land Rovers. I think this is what we would traditionally call a wet market, but it's kind of closed down right now. 你好，请问这个市场卖肉吗？还是只是早上卖肉，但是现在只是生菜？谢谢。Okay, so in the morning they said they sell meats, and right now they just have vegetables left. Anyway, I just happened upon this really interesting building called the Minzu Research Institute of Hainan Province. So this seems to be like a museum of sorts, kind of displaying some clothing. Yeah, this is some type of like center for, I guess, the Minju people. And this is all of their traditional clothing as well. And then I'm guessing, is this like a meeting hall of sorts? Oh wow, here they actually make the clothes. Wow, so this is like a sewing or like weaving machine right here, and this is them actually producing the garments. Oh, and then coming over here, you have a bunch more kind of weaving factory type machines. This is a very traditional weaving process. Let's check this out. So here, I guess they might be halfway done with this piece, and maybe this is a reference. This is the actual reference piece. It looks like a piece of paper, and this is them maybe going off of the reference, and it has different guides right here and different grids and numbers. So I think this is what they use as a guide to actually sew and weave the blanket or whatnot. Okay, and these seem to be some completed garments that they just made. Very cool art, very detailed. Wow, I'm loving this culture. And this is where I should have gotten my hair cut. Kwaijian. Quick haircut. This would have been perfect. Okay, here's actually the town's bus station. I'm sure I'll be using this to return back to Sanya. Actually, the reason why I'm in this city is because there's a really nice nature, I guess, national park right near here. So I'm staying in the city so I can explore that national park tomorrow. And I did just ask, and from that bus station, you do have buses going not only to Sanya, but also to that national park. Yeah, so that national park is actually called Wuzhishan, and it's actually the highest mountain in all of Hainan. So tomorrow we're gonna be going to the highest point of this entire island. Oh yeah, I've been leisurely walking for about an hour now, just kind of checking out the city, and it's time for us to grab some dinner because I'm quite hungry. 谢谢. Got some bubble tea for the road. Bubble tea, one of China's great inventions. You guys hear this? Where is this music coming from? Oh. That's where this music is coming from. Now, I'm not sure if it's coming through well through this microphone, but that is like permeating like a good 2 or 3 blocks worth. That is very loud music. Oh guys, look at this cool little baker. It's like a little half window slot thing. And this is how tall I am. This is kind of like tucked underneath. It's super close quarters in there. Hey, what? This bakery has pizza? There's corn, sausage, and cheese. I don't even know what that abomination is. But I'm gonna try something else from them. So I got one of these. This looks like soft and fluffy bread, and then I got one of these scone-looking things. 好的，一共3块吗？谢谢。Yeah, so I guess what I mean is, look, so this is my head right here, and I have to like kind of bend down to access the shop right there. All right, so yes, let's try this. It was 3 RMB per piece of like item. So, or no, 3 total. So each item was 1 RMB. Whoa, guys. Oh man. Guys, this bread is super good, super soft, and it has a sweet kind of like, I don't know, maybe honey taste, but this is really good. It tastes just like an American like dinner roll kind of, like a crispy, not crispy, but with like a sweet glaze on the bottom. Then we got this scone looking thing. Can't really describe the flavor that well, but it's a little bit sweet, a little crumbly. It has a vanilla flavor actually. It's good. Wow, so I just happened upon this really big kind of market area. Oh, we got another person selling animals, it seems. That's just gonna make me sad. I'm gonna move on from that. But if you come over here to the right, we have this big public square with a bunch of different vendors selling some stuff. So let's head down here. Oh, so now that we're down here, if you look over here, we have this little tea shop, I think, tucked away in the corner right there. And then coming over here, again, all those people set up right there. And then you have this little tucked in area underneath this building. And these are definitely apartments up above. I can see clothes hanging on the balcony. And then yeah, underneath you have this kind of fresh market for different food. And she just threw something across there. Yeah, what a bustling part of the city that I just kind of happened upon. So let's head in underneath this building and see what's going on in here. Okay, this is another farming market. 农货市场, so farming products market. So let's check out what they got in here. Oh wow, this thing is massive. This thing really goes down deep. There's some more meat as well. So maybe this is why they call it a wet market, because the floor is all wet, I think. So I'm still kind of looking for a restaurant right now, but wow, this town really gets pretty at night. You got the trees lit up with these little lantern type things, and it just turns into a really quaint little town. Okay, we are back at the mall that we saw in the beginning of this video because this looks super good and I think it's right in line with my American palate. Alright fellas, the sweet and sour chicken has arrived. So I know this probably isn't really like regular traditional Chinese food, but it's like one of my favorites. I guess the reason why I like this dish so much is because it's pretty similar to the Americanized version of Chinese food, which is like sweet and sour chicken or like kung pao chicken, whatever that is. So I'm actually surprised China has this like Americanized version of Chinese food, but I'm happy that they got it. And my rice just came. The water was 2 RMB, the rice was 2 RMB, and the chicken was 26 RMB. Guys, for sweet and sour chicken standards, this is actually really good, like way better than the American style of this. All right, all done. Super satisfying, super good meal. Again, I just walked out of this restaurant. Look what I just kind of happened upon. In front of this restaurant, there's like this competition going on. Or I don't know if it's skate lessons or something, but we have this whole kind of public area blocked off with kids, I guess, learning how to roller skate? I'm not sure. Yeah, we have a bunch of people kind of circled up watching. All right, guys, I'm cutting the video here. I hope you enjoyed me walking through this kind of rural, smaller Chinese town and sharing with you guys what it's like here. I honestly had a blast exploring these smaller cities, and I look forward to showing you guys more of this kind of content. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.